I just bought a collection and I paid $4,200 on roughly 200 games inside of these 4 boxes. We're going to dive right in, look at exactly what I got, why I paid the amount that I paid, and kind of my strategy in buying collections. I am buying heavily right now, so if you have a collection that you want to sell, we are interested. This one was in price charting, and it made the process very easy. So in this case, we could analyze the numbers and make an offer very, very quickly. And that is some weird packaging right there. Look at that. It's like a shredded box, but it's effective.
It is a box.
Yeah. Just put it through a shredder and I don't know, I'm fascinated. There's always a few different factors when buying collections. One is like how quickly we can sell it, how liquid are the items, is the demand high or low, and what's the condition. This one had a lot of items for NES, Spy Hunter, but condition like that. Right, so the box totally ripped out of the back. So that was definitely a factor. Price charting was pretty good on it, but in reality, this one would actually be below price charting in a lot of the cases. Like that one, Complete Spy Hunter, that's going to be well below the price charting just because the box is like completely torn out of the back.
Looks like somebody ate it.
Yeah, I think Peter got hungry again.
Yep.
Peter, I've talked to you. Don't unbox my collections.
I went through every single box and ate my favorite ones. All right?
Okay. But in some instances, you know, there were sealed games like this, sealed for PSP. So these are all day sealed stuff. In general, we do pay higher percentages on because it's super liquid. It's easier to move. And I will say on this collection, we covered the shipping costs. So that was one piece that we said, all right, we would love to get this collection. We have whatnots that we could use it for, and we'll cover your shipping. From this point forward, on purchases above $5,000 from the U.S., we will cover the shipping. So if we reach a deal, we will cover the shipping on transactions that cost us over $5,000 before the shipping costs. And then in some instances, like this one, collections between $3,000 to $5,000, we will consider covering the shipping, and we might do that for you. So if you have a collection like that, especially, we're definitely interested. Reach out to us at CATRPcrew.com or on Instagram, and we will see if we can come to a deal. But we're paying up, and we're buying a lot of stuff right now. So
we want to make it easy on you guys.
Yes, and let us know if you've sold us a collection or if you have feedback. We'd be happy to hear it. But there's lots of N64 games in it. I love those stickers.
I know. Classics.
You can, I mean, let's just see. You can see them easily here.
Man.
A whole bunch of them, notably so. Mario 64, one of the greatest games ever made.
Bomberman
just
Hero,
some good classics
Star
here.
Fox.
Honestly, Sky Guy, a lot of this we should just sell in our whatnot today.
Yeah, we have another whatnot in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So follow us on whatnot too. Chase_ATRP on whatnot. We're doing auctions now on until further notice, but we're doing Tuesday from 11 a.m. Eastern to roughly 3:30 Eastern. We're doing Thursday from 9 a.m. Eastern to 2, and then Friday from 11 a.m. to 3:30. So we're going to make whatnot a much bigger part of our business, and we'd love for you guys to be a part of it. But like stuff like this, we get it in quick, and we move it quick. It allows us to buy more, to pay better, because things are kept moving. Therefore, we're flipping quicker, getting more profit dollars rolling, even though our margin might decrease slightly, because we're paying a little bit better. So that's why you should sell to us, because we can pay a little bit better.
Now, why did this price chart so high?
Yeah, so I think it price charted a little under 10 grand, and you'll see that there's like 25 items over $100 that are really, really spectacular, maybe another 25 above 50, and then the rest below 50. I think reality is closer to 7-8 grand for value, factory, and condition. But yeah, that was it. The average price on condition just was way higher than reality. That's cool. Sonic 2 Game Gear is sealed. And I don't know where the black box games are for NES, but I think there might be a complete set of them.
That's nuts.
Which is pretty sweet. You get, that's cool. Mortal Kombat 3. Little bit of
there's some
condition issues there, but kind of normal. You know, we've been spoiled by Minty Dwight. His stuff just absolutely spectacular. And my kids are playing Smash Bros right now and need help, so I'm going to go help them, and then we'll be right back. And big announcement, guys, the buy list is live again. It's going to be linked in the description below. I'm buying all game collections. Instructions on how to reach out will be in that sheet, but I'm also paying as high as I've ever paid for the following categories. 1, CIB GameCube games, paying 65% of price charting. Authentic Pokemon games, loose or complete, paying 65% across the board. CIB NES, SNES, N64 in nice condition, 65%, and then handhelds in nice condition, loose or complete, 65% of price charting. So if you get a price chart and reach out to us, we will come to a deal quickly. And on big collections, I'm covering the shipping costs. So please check out the buy list, reach out to us, and let's come to a deal. We are buying aggressively right now. We'd love to buy your collection or any of those games. Okay, we're back to it, and the kids are doing well in Smash Bros. But more sealed games here, PSP stuff. This is good stuff, man. We can definitely move this quickly. This is just a piece of garbage. I don't know about that.
That is my finest work. Look at Chris. Look how good he looks.
He does look pretty good. I'll give you that. GTA Liberty City Stories sealed. That's pretty neat.
In reality, have you ever seen this?
No, I actually haven't.
I think you would love it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
We got some Panasonic 3DO stuff.
Oh.
You'll see that every day. Need for Speed and
The
Theme Park
boxes on 3DO
are terrible.
suck.
Yeah, they're really bad. Really bad.
It's like
glad we're
longer
on
than
the same
PS1
page.
long box.
Yeah, they're massive. Some PSP videos. Did anybody ever get these? Because
I had a video now.
what a strange concept.
Remember those?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I want my video now.
I actually had I won a PSP out of a machine as a kid.
Whoa.
In the Stacker game. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Press start to play. I won.
At like every mall ever.
Yeah.
More of these.
I just set those there, but yeah, we got some Game Boy Color. That's a cool one. Rush 2049. This looks sealed. Thunderbirds. And Test Drive 6. You know, people have asked, has the buying and selling process ever come full circle for you? In this instance, absolutely yes. I believe we sold that and maybe that to this person. They're actually our main contact with them. The main way we've interacted is through Whatnot. So probably about a year ago, some of the games from the Game Barn they bought, and thank you to them for selling them to us,
And
selling them
maybe
back.
even some of that really crazy NES collection you had a while back.
Yep.
Some of the black box games, because you bought a complete
They weren't
set.
sure exactly where they got everything, but I'm like, they're
Maybe
like
from our
probably some of
eBay.
it came from you.
Yeah.
So, Firehawk for NES. I've never seen that. That is interesting.
heck?
It's an unlicensed Camerica game. That's kind of weird. Galaga and then Mario Duck Hunt. We got a lot of PSP, and then some kind of typical Xbox One, Wii. See new Super Mario Bros. There. Nothing too crazy here, so we'll move on to the next box. Okay, and as I'm getting into this next box, which we still haven't really gotten to the NES stuff, which is where this collection shines. I really am thinking that we need to go all in on this new business model. So I've mentioned it briefly at the start of the video here, but buying quick, selling quicker, I love the concept, and if we can pull it off, thanks to the live auctions and whatnot and everything like that, why not just go all in?
You know, we have a very unique business and a unique platform.
Yeah.
It's really a good marriage of what we already do.
It is.
On both sides of the business, one with reselling, two with social media.
Correct. And even if you're just a Whatnot seller that's developed a following, like this is.
Yeah. So
we have a lot of people that watch these videos that also buy from us on Whatnot, and how cool would it be if just about everything you buy we got that day?
Yeah.
Literally, this collection came today. Our auction is in half an hour now, and we might just sell darn near all of it. Mm-hmm. And we're going to keep you guys posted on how that goes. So my theory, this is good stuff. As we unbox the rest of this is packaged nice too.
Mama.
As we unbox the rest of this collection is, so we always have our giant shows, like once a month, once every couple months, where we're trying to do $30,000 to $50,000 in sales. We do a lot of big giveaways. We generate hype. We market them like crazy, and we want to have a lot of people there. So we want to have good stuff. So I need to keep maybe the top 10 to 20% of items of a lot of the collections for that show, and we'll add to the shelf and kind of show where we're at with our next big show. But then, like everything else, we're doing 3 afternoon shows a week, can be sold in those. And in this case, I think we're just going to fully flesh that concept
So
out.
like, what would be the goal then?
I mean, can we get our money back?
Yeah, just break even.
Can we after fees get that 4,200 back and then still have like, 20 to 50 great items for the big show?
Because then at that point, a big show, essentially we've built for quote unquote free.
Yeah.
But then everything
keeps
from
our cash
there
flow
is
going
just
strong.
profit outside of other expenses.
And then we kind of like, every time we do a big show, it's like, wow, we're taking home just about all this because we've already made our money back in previous ones. But you can see there's some nice stuff like Flintstones, Rise at Dinosaur Peak. I'm just kidding. Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. Still really good. If you see Rise at Dinosaur Peak.
Surprise.
Yes. Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Thank you. Double Dragon's a good one. Tailspin. But you can see, again, the condition is just kind of average or below average in some instances. But I think what we'll do, Sky Guy, is we'll just check the price charting. Maybe keep everything, basically everything over 100. I do want to sprinkle in some of that stuff in today's auction to have some hype.
Because like there's somebody who's definitely
Look at
looking
these
for
black
some
box
Donkey
games,
Kong
man.
stuff. Like,
I'm just going to say there's no way it was actually a complete black box collection. It's got to be close, though, because we don't have Donkey Kong Jr. math.
oh, you're right.
That
That completed
that
box
might be
is
the only
over
one we're
1,000,
missing.
right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Easily.
in great condition, it could be 5,000 plus.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I wasn't wrong.
Yeah. Well, this is cool, though. Clue Clue Land has a sticker seal on it. You can see the Nintendo sticker up there. That means it's early print.
So that is
Just rough shape, though.
We sold a box in even worse condition than that one when we got the black box collection before.
For probably still a decent price.
I don't even know.
Just finding the sticker seal stuff is pretty wild, and people go crazy collecting the black box games.
I'd be curious if these like came from a store. Like all the hang tabs are ripped off. The top is like completely
these
ripped
are-
off, or if they're just these have been through the hands of many collectors.
You
And they've
can-
just gotten wear.
You can see why like we had to factor in condition heavily. This one has a sticker seal too, but where the hang tab was, it's pulled out. And then Balloon Fight, some great stuff, and super cool, and they display beautifully. I totally get why people collect these because these are legit.
Would you ever go for a minty black box set?
I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like ready to like recollect some of this stuff and like really target some things. So that would be one I would consider. But yes, for it to enter my collection from this point forward, I want it to be like minty. I think I'm gonna be really picky on that.
Because you sold all of your NES stuff a while back.
I did, yeah, and that was actually to get a down payment on this home, one that I'm living in now. Yeah, that's another business principle and just life principle. These are good stuff, by the way. Donkey Kong Jr. and 3 is like I do everything as much as possible debt free. I've actually never taken out debt for the business ever, never once.
That's great.
Some people like to say in the comments that I come from a wealthy family that bought me everything and don't work hard for anything and use debt to buy all my inventory. None of that is true, but thank you for the assumptions. I am. They're laughing because they've known me for years, but I am very privileged and thankful and blessed. And I come from an amazing, loving family. My dad passed away when I was 7. He was the main income in the family at the time. My mom went to school for 10 years to get her master's degree in counseling the whole time while I was growing up. She sacrificed unbelievably for me and did put me through college, and I'm forever grateful to have gotten out of college without debt. But that is, like, as far as I don't know, what do you call it, inheritance or money given to me, that's it. And this business has been grown at the speed of cash.
I'm actually curious. Could you have paid your way through college at that point in your reselling journey?
Yes, I could have, but because of that, I was able to, I paid off my first house in a year and a half.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying moving at the speed of cash, it significantly reduces your risk. And in my case, has allowed for a ton of great opportunities with very, very little risk ever being involved. And me and my wife can have peace that we're okay. We cash flowed the barn. We did build the barn. And thank you to you guys for being a part of that last May, if you were. But yeah, that's just some of my heart and how I run this thing. Gumshoe, pinball. I love all these black box games.
Real quick, we passed on, there's a Metroid down there. Can we open it up? There's a Black Star variant. I remember we sold one for, we didn't know that this variant existed, and we sold one for really, really cheap in a Whatnot once, and we didn't know why.
This one
people
was Jeff McDonald's.
Oh, well done, Jeff.
Thanks for letting us know, Jeff.
So if you open up the tabs on the inside, there's a black star. I don't know exactly. Okay, no, so it's not.
Okay.
But that is a variant to look out for.
Good point. Continuing, my kids needed more help with Smash Bros. They're only 4, so they're learning, but it's very fun. All right, Urban Champion, Popeye. So, Sky Guy, I'm thinking these black box games are just a great marketing point for the big show. None of them are going to be ones I want to add to my collection, based on me being extremely picky. So, let's put those on the shelf for the big show, and then we'll decide what else goes on the shelf. But really, the majority of this stuff I think we should just try to sell today. And just, like, what if we can be in the profit and then have all the black box games plus some other stuff?
It's nice that some of like the lower end ones are in good condition.
Yeah.
Or at least better condition.
Yeah,
I
these
should
are all
say.
decent right here. Adventures of Link, definitely a nice one there. Mario is missing. Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Captain Planet
Isn't that
and the
great?
Planeteers. My goodness.
Tetris 2, Funhouse, Gilligan's Island. Definitely some unique titles here.
Jack Black is in that game.
Really?
Days
Wow.
of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Do you remember that movie remake?
This one?
No. Gilligan's Island with.
Oh, is that real?
With Jack Black. They made like a
No.
movie, right?
I don't
No?
remember that at all.
What's the movie where Jack Black was like
You're talking
giant?
about Gulliver's Travels?
Gulliver. That's the same thing. I know it's an old show. I've seen the old episodes. I just never. Very, very different. I was like, as I'm saying it, it does not make sense.
Embarrassed to know you.
Oh man.
Wow. Are these more NES games?
Yes, sir.
So maybe now you guys are seeing why I bought this collection, but there's a ton of complete in-box NES games, and we factored in conditions. So, wow, Cartoon Workshop. You don't see that every day. Tiny Toon Cartoon Workshop, Back to the Future. I wonder how this stuff will do today.
I'm really
the
curious.
downside from our standpoint is people don't know we have these.
Yeah.
We haven't done a trailer
Oh,
for
you're
the
right.
show. But people might be all aboard the hype train after we start and they see this stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be fun and exciting. Strider's in there, Rocketeer, MC Kids, pretty uncommon.
RoboCop.
There's so many. Blades of Steel, Airwolf. You got Ghostbusters. That one ended up being in pretty good condition. It's still got the ceiling around it. James Bond Jr., Tiny Toon, Tom and Jerry. The Hunt for Red October. Top Gun's second mission, NES Open. And together, guys, stay tuned.
McDonald Land.
That's interesting. Wow.
Is that like pre-MC
That
Kids?
is interesting.
Is that another version?
Maybe. I don't know which one came first. I've actually never seen the box for that. That's really cool.
What the heck?
I like that.
Educate us in the comments.
Seriously. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see how we actually do in the auction. I think we'll just kind of update it at the end, and we'll see, how we're looking with this new business model. Tiny Toon Adventures 2, G.I. Joe, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers.
We love black box games, but can we acknowledge the cool purple box Capcom games?
Oh, I love those boxes, yeah.
It's so cool.
That would be another thing I'd love to collect in Minty. Ninja Gaiden 2, Dig Dug, Sesame Street 1, 2, 3. We've got Barker Bill's Trick Shooting, Skate or Die, Family Feud. That is sealed, but man, that box
That's in
is
bad
rough.
shape.
Yeah, it's like water damaged or something. Galaga. Mission Impossible, and then Sesame Street ABC.
Let's go. Let's complete the Sesame Street
We
set.
got 1, 2, 3, and ABC. I think we're good to go. More NES games coming up. Home Alone 2. Love seeing that. Shout out to Macaulay Culkin getting his Hollywood star.
Did
Him
you
and
really?
Brenda Song and their lovely family.
Wow.
Did you know that was a thing?
No, I didn't.
He married Brenda Song from Disney Channel.
Wow.
They have 2 kids.
Good for her.
Yeah. Where's Waldo? Jurassic Park. Tecmo, NBA Basketball, DuckTales, Little Mermaid. More of those Capcom boxes you were talking about, which they are pretty nifty.
So just a complete 3DO?
And then, oh yeah, that is a 3DO in a box with no top. I'll pull out the rest and we'll look at it, and then we're going to get to our auction. All right, there you have it. We added some more NES games, a few complete in-box consoles, PSP, DSi, the 3DO with a terrible box, and the Power Pad. And we will be using the vast majority of these boxes as long as they're usable as we ship everything out. But this is a lot of stuff. We're going to figure out what we're going to keep for sure, and then basically we'll just move this. Maybe we just do our auction from this table.
That would
Get
be a bad
everything
idea.
set out right here. Maybe have a table here to spread some stuff out and just give it a go. And we'll let you guys know. So at this point, we're running the Whatnot auction, but I want to thank the channel sponsor, XYAB. Guys, they're fantastic. They're a video game accessory distributor. We always are getting stuff from them. So all these drawers are just full
Everything.
of stuff from XYAB. The chargers. I always run out of 3DS chargers. They've got them. They've got all the chargers, cords, accessories for every console that you sell. They sell used consoles themselves, and they use these parts in their business. And now they provide them to everybody else with like next day shipping. They'll get it out. It's fantastic. Check them out. $50 off your first order of $100 or more. But now, let's get to the auction results. The Whatnot has happened. You can see here and here. We sold like almost everything from that collection. So sold about probably 150 items, 130 to 150 items from that collection specifically. We have a few that we need to clean still. The discs we got to check and test. So I couldn't sell these live. We weren't able to get the systems fully tested in time. So the PSP, the DS are still here. And then we do still have the 3DO and the power pad over there. So those are considerable pieces. A couple PSP games and a 3DO game remain.
And the packing.
And the pack-in sampler CD. And everything that's over here on the shelf. So I told you guys that we're building for the big Whatnot. And we did decide to keep all of the black box NES games.
Real quick, when is the big Whatnot?
So that'll be January 19th from 9 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. Daytime, 7-hour stream. Probably going for like a $30,000+ auction. And we're building it here with these black box games. These are all going to be part of it. We kept the Zeldas, the Flintstones, and a few other high-end games from G.I. Joe, Kid Icarus, Captain Planet.
150 or something?
Yeah, that was a big one. And then Mario was missing. So with all of that kept, we sold on Whatnot a little over $4,200 top line, which after fees of 11% comes to a little over $3,700. So our buy cost on the entire collection was $4,200, leaving us $500 in the negative still. But we have all of this, the systems and the few games over there, probably between $3,000 and $4,000 is what we will net from the big show. It could be more, it could be less, but that's my guess. And I think it's pretty cool that we're $500 in the negative only instead of $4,200 a few hours after we received the items.
That's pretty nuts.
So I love that. And I think if we can continue that model, really I'd like to get closer to 100%. So like we have zero buy costs going into the big show. But
Which really, if we would have just ran like,
we could
you
have
know, maybe
those
those
even
guys.
just these four would have
Yeah.
put us there.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I think we got maybe 90-ish% of price charting, which is pretty good for the items in that collection, and we moved them very, very quickly. So yeah, that's our new business model, at least for the time being. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Stay tuned. Join that Whatnot bookmark it for January.
Get some deals. There was some you sold.
Oh my gosh.
Can you show what you sold real quick? We're not signing off yet.
Yeah,
You got to
okay.
show some of the deals.
There was some crazy stuff.
There was a PS Vita lot that you sold. This one specifically, yeah.
This was a good one. We sold this lot of cases for, it might have been $150.
It was like 160.
But there were some in here going for $70 by themselves.
Just one of them. I forget what exactly it was, but they're gonna make hundreds.
Yeah, they were like, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I didn't pay much for it. So that was from a different collection. I think I paid $20.
And then we did a lot of manuals that went for a single $1.
Yeah, it was a $50 lot.
And it was $50.
An entire ColecoVision lot. Nobody knew about ColecoVision, so a reseller bought it. They're gonna make a lot of money.
So
we sold Secret of Mana manual for like $13.
Yep, it was 30.
There's a lot of deals in our auctions.
Lots of deals for collectors and even resellers. So
Absolutely. So please join us on Whatnot. Yeah, let us know what you think about our new business model. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.